Chris and Rob. Our next guest, former Pro Bowl wide receiver, friend of the show, now co-host of Up On Game right here on Fox Sports Radio. We bring in the man, TJ Houshmandzadeh. TJ, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How are you?
Man, Rob and Chris, what's up, baby?
I got to see TJ, Chris, in Las Vegas. He was there doing his thing, and he looks like he can still play. He doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body. He looks great. Looks great.
Hey, look can be deceiving, I tell you that.
You got on big clothes, right? I got big clothes on. Man.
Hey, well, TJ, obviously it was a competitive and at the end, thrilling Super Bowl. And you had some harsh words in your tweet for the San Francisco 49ers coaching staff. So I'm going to read it, and then I want you to respond. This is your tweet. I'm sorry. Kyle Shanahan, and Steve Wilks, the defensive coordinator, called a terrible game. Got away from the run early in the second half, and it cost them. Wilks was just as bad, if not worse. So tell us what you're referring to, and you obviously think, do you feel like San Francisco gave this away more than Kansas City took it?
1,000%. 100% the Niners gave the Super Bowl away. Now, let's kind of go through the game.
Yeah, let's do it, because I'm with you. It was ridiculous. It was bad. Go ahead.
So, Patrick Mahomes throws that interception, right? Right after in the third quarter. It's about the 49-yard line, if I'm not mistaken, near midfield.
They had it at Kansas City's 44.
Okay, 44.
Starting it, yep.
The 49ers had tremendous success running the ball. Now, they weren't gashing them, but they're getting 3, 4, 5 yards a pop.
Why wouldn't you run it?
They pass, and then they punt. If you run the ball, at worst, you're getting a field goal out of it. At worst, now Moody has to make it the low extra point. It looked like he was going to miss it anyway. But run the ball. What are you doing? Run the ball.
No.
And he comes out and he throws the ball. They lose yards and they have to punt. And it's like, what is going on here? He didn't get back to the run till midway through the fourth quarter. I mean, they literally were just coming out, just throwing the ball.
Every down.
And this is the third time. The third time Kyle Shanahan, as an offensive coordinator or head coach, had a double-digit lead in the Super Bowl and lost it.
And
it's only happened seven times.
And he's done it 3 times.
In the history of the league, and he's done it 3.
And here's the other thing, too. Let me ask you, in the fourth quarter before the game-tying drive, for the field goal, 3rd and 4, they passed the ball, too. TJ, why not run the ball, right?
If you know you're going to go for it.
Right. And then you got...
Then you might go for it.
Yeah, and then you might go for it depending on what it is. You get the first down, the game's over. It didn't make any sense to throw the ball there. Also, you want to leave Patrick Mahomes as little amount of time as possible, and then they had almost 2 minutes plus 2 timeouts, and Andy Reid didn't even have to burn a timeout. I didn't understand that, and you're right. He's done this before, and I can't understand how he doesn't close out games. You remember the Falcons game with Julio Jones, 1st and 10 at the 22, and they throw the ball, a sack and a holding.
Run the ball.
Now, they did run 31 times, and they only were averaging 3.5 yards a carry.
And that's fine, though, because if you think about the negative yardage plays, which goes against the average, but for the most part, they were effective running the ball. They ran it 31 times. They probably should have run it 39 times. They probably should have run it 39 times because that was the key to the victory. This Kansas City defense is good, very, very good. And so when you have them on the ropes, you have to take advantage of it. And then conversely, let's go to the defense side of the ball. Let's go to the last drive. You remember when Valdez-Scantling catches that hitch, and then he loses a bunch of yards, and it makes it 2nd and 15.
Yep.
Steve Wilks comes out in a cover 0. He's not disguising it. Everybody's off 11 yards, and the rest of the guys, what are you doing?
I agree. Some of the
When you were watching that, TJ, what'd you think?
I know he's really. I swear. I promise you. I said everybody's going to drop out. They're going to drop out. He literally covers 0. Like, what are you doing? They catch it. It's 8 yards. So now, 2nd and 15 turns into 3rd and 6.
Yep.
And guess what? He did it again. cover zero again. Why do you think later down on that drive, you remember when Shanahan called a timeout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same exact look, and it was cover zero. If you're going to do it, at least disguise it. He going to commit a crime without a mask on. Like, you tell it, you're going to find me. Like, what are you doing?
No, I agree, because I mean, in the first half, obviously their defense was dominant. They were getting to Mahomes, and in the second half, it's largely different.
Chris,
and it looked like Kansas City made the adjustments, and the Niners didn't.
That's exactly what it is. It's called adjustments by coaching. The coaches of the Chiefs made adjustments, and Steve Wilkes is like, you had 2 weeks to prepare. You watched film for 2 weeks.
Right.
And that show cover zero blitz.
Right.
You see when Spags was blitzing, you ain't know where it was coming
didn't
from.
know.
You didn't know what. He made the quarterback have to think. And it's just, I felt like 49ers literally gave that game away. When the Chiefs defense needs a big play, a big stop, we all know, if you watch football, Spags is going to blitz you.
Yep.
He's going to blitz you. But you go empty, run a fake jet sweep to McCaffrey. Yes, Jawan Jennings was open, but nobody blocked. Nobody said, "Oh, we're not going to block the best player on the Chiefs, who was Chris Jones."
That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
Why get in that formation where you're in a spread and nobody in the backfield? Like, why in that? You know he's going to bring pressure. This is what he does.
What'd you think of Shanahan's decision to take the ball in overtime? A lot of people being critical of that.
He said that's what his analytics department said. I don't believe that. I believe he just didn't understand the rules.
But some players have come out and said that they didn't know. I mean,
players definitely.
I don't believe that. All you got to do is read.
So you think he thought if they get a touchdown, they win it?
100%. Nobody. Listen, man. Listen. Who in their right mind would do that? Who's going to take the ball first? Not only you always want to play defense because you get an extra down and you know exactly what you need. Why would you take the ball? That makes zero sense.
It makes sense if it's sudden death, right? Then I want the ball first, right? If it's sudden death.
That's why he took the ball, because he thought it was sudden death. You think he's going to get up on that podium and say,
right,
"Oh, I didn't realize it was sudden death"? No, he's not going to say that. He's going to put it on the analytics department, and then he's going to say to himself, "Oh, wow, that's probably a rule I should have been aware of."
TJ, let me ask you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But he's not going to say that publicly because he knows the following day.
Egregious.
Exactly.
How about Brock Purdy? Where were you on his performance? Started off pretty good, a lull, and then at the end maybe played better. But overall, what was your overall grade for him? And can you win a Super Bowl with him?
Rob, I may be in a minority with this. Okay. I like Brock Purdy.
Okay.
I like him. He's accurate.
I'm with you.
He throws the ball on time. And if he wasn't Mr. Irrelevant, nobody would talk about all the bad plays that he makes. Everybody makes bad plays.
But some people are out on him now after the Super Bowl.
I thought he improved his stock in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'm not.
I've heard a lot of people go like, "Oh, you be out on." Well, they just.
I mean, he didn't do. He played well.
No, I don't think as a starter, he leads the team to a Super Bowl.
Right.
First 4 years as a starter. Because when a quarterback doesn't have weapons, what is the first thing that the media says? He needs help. He needs weapons.
Yep.
He's on a team with weapons, and he led them to the Super Bowl. Because if he didn't have weapons, that would be the first thing everybody would say. I like Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. I think people are on his head for no reason. And so his first year as a starter to lead a team to the Super Bowl, he did a hell of a job.
I'm with you on Purdy. Let me ask you this. I think, look, obviously Tom Brady's the GOAT with his accomplishments and stuff. But I think, TJ, the best quarterback I've ever seen, and I think the best quarterback any of us have ever seen, is Patrick Mahomes. Where are you on all that?
Patrick Mahomes, from an eye test, is the best quarterback that I've seen play the position. He just always feels like, and it always seems like, 10 seconds on the clock, they're going to win.
Right.
2 minutes, for sure they're going to win. Like, he's
I've never
done it
seen
with 13
that
seconds. He's done it with 13 seconds. So anything more than that, you have to feel like he's going to get it done. Now, Does he need more accomplishes, more accolades, more
Right.
Super Bowls? He does. But he does not, for me, he does not have to reach 7. If he gets 6, he's by far the greatest. Any more than, I don't know if we'll ever see this again. He's just that good. He's so calm under pressure. Okay, I need to run for this first time.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Okay, he's won 3. So say he doesn't win any more Super Bowls. He wins 3. But he had a run, 3 out of 5. Where would you put him?
It's hard to put him over Brady just because Brady had 2 runs where it looked like he was the best quarterback then. Oh, they say I'm done. Now I'm the best quarterback again.
Right.
I mean, it was almost like Kobe with 8 and 24. You know, it's just 2 separate careers, and both of those careers are Hall of Fame careers. He had 2
I
Hall
agree.
of Fame careers all in one.
I think Mahomes has to win more to be the GOAT. But I'm just talking about, like you said, eye test what I
If
see.
Mahomes gets to 6, if he gets to 6, it's no question. No question.
Is he
I
6
even
and
think
is he
5.
6 and 1 or 6 and 5? I mean, you say no question. Does the losses matter at all?
The losses will all, but to me,
No,
it
I'm
seems that
asking
Mahomes
you.
gets
I'm
there,
asking you. You say if he gets
they'll matter.
if he gets
they'll
to
matter.
6, but he's 6 and 5. Say he went to 11 Super Bowls. Or 10 like Brady, and he's 5 and 5. You couldn't say he's the GOAT.
The way he performs, Rob, I can't even imagine him losing 5.
No,
Super
of
Bowls.
course not. But I'm just giving you.
But if he gets there and that is the case, no, he isn't the GOAT. No,
Right. Okay.
no, I can't imagine him doing that because if it was based off titles, then everybody would say Bill Russell was the greatest basketball player ever played. If it was based off
It's
titles.
not just titles. We've talked about this before because we
Right.
talk about it with Michael Jordan. Now people
Mahomes
always
is
just use that, but he was a great player all around and did all kinds of other stuff too.
Hey,
Right.
Mahomes is special. And just think about this. He did this without a bona fide go-to receiver. Rashee Rice, as a rookie, was his go-to.
Yep.
Do you understand they're going to be better next year if they better keep 95? Let them lose 95. Watch how this crash and burn.
That's going to be interesting if
they're
what they do
going
with
to
him.
be
Chris
better
Jones.
on offense because they're going to get a dynamic receiver. Trust me, but they're going to go get somebody that can really get down the field and stress this defense.
I
They're going
hope
to be
so.
better on offense. They'll be better on offense. That's scary.
All right, TJ, we got to run, man. Thank you, brother. We
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
the knowledge.
Man, I appreciate you guys, man. Keep killing it, man.
Thank you,
All right,
buddy.
man. Thank you.